Why is crypto up today? November 19, 2025. Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, Ethereum, market. The market is trying to determine whether this is a temporary cooling-off phase or the early stages of a more prolonged reset. For now, conviction remains thin, and any renewed macro pressure could easily force prices lower, says Koinly CEO Robin Singh. Journalist, Fadilpašić. Journalist, Fadilpašić. About author. Seed specializes in writing factual and informative articles to help the public navigate the ever-changing world of crypto. He has extensive experience in the blockchain industry, where he has served. Author profile. Share. Copied. Last updated 4 minutes ago. The crypto market is up today after several days of notable drops, with the cryptocurrency market capitalization increasing by 0.9%, now standing at $3.21 trillion. 85 of the top 100 coins have gone up over the past 24 hours. At the same time, the total crypto trading volume is at 181 billion. TLDR. The crypto market capitalization is up by 0.9% on Wednesday morning, UTC. 85 of the top 100 coins and all top 10 coins appreciated today. BTC increased by 1.5% to $91,381. And ETH is up by 1.2% to $3,061. This could be a temporary cooling-off phase or the early stages of a more prolonged reset. Composite index fell to its lowest level since April 2025. Expectations of a December U.S. Federal Reserve rate cut fade. A pushback toward $95,000, or even a retest of $100,000 isn't off the table. BTC at $250,000 by the end of this year may seem more aspirational than realistic. El Salvador bought 1,090 BTC despite their agreement with the IMF. US BTC and ETH spot ETFs continued their read streaks with $372.77 million and $75.22 million in outflows, respectively. Samosa Capital Investment said Michael Saylor's BTC strategy is hurting Bitcoin's price action. Crypto market sentiment has entered the extreme fear territory. Crypto winners and losers. At the time of writing, all top 10 coins per market capitalization have seen their prices rise over the past 24 hours. Bitcoin, BTC, has appreciated by 1.5% since this time yesterday, currently trading at $91,381. Bitcoin, BTC, $91, 743.90-11.25%, 24H730D1Y all time. Ethereum, ETH, is up by 1.2%, now changing hands at $3,061. The highest increase in this category today is 2.2% by Binance Coin, BNB, which currently stands at $930. It's followed by Dogecoin, Doge, S 2.1% to $0.1582. Tron, TRX, is up the least, practically not changing over the past day. 0.1% to $0.2877. When it comes to the top 100 coins, 85 are green at the time of writing. Among these, 2 saw double-digit gains. White Bitcoin, WBT, is up by 19.5% to $60.63, while Kronos, CRO, appreciated 11.4% to $0.1134. On the other side, 2 coins also saw double-digit drops. Monero, XMR, is down 10.4% to $363, while Internet Computer, ICP, fell by 10.3% to the price of $5. Meanwhile, according to on-chain data shared by analyst Guga on-chain, the market's composite index fell to its lowest level since April 2025, a move which historically precedes sharper pullbacks. It indicates that BTC could revisit the $87,000 zone. This comes as expectations of a December U.S. Federal Reserve rate cut fade, while risk appetite thins. Moreover, even whales and long-term holders have decided to sell some of their holdings this time around. Any renewed macro pressure could easily force prices lower. According to Robin Singh, CEO of the crypto tax reporting platform Koinly, Bitcoin appears to be settling into a period of directionless trading. gradually hovering around the low $90,000s and offering little relief to traders who came into November expecting a decisive rebound. The price is now sitting near $90,000, which is notably below its opening level for the year. The slide beneath $100,000 has seen sentiment plunge sharply, Singh writes in an email. Now, the market is trying to determine whether this is a temporary cooling-off phase or the early stages of a more prolonged reset. For now, conviction remains thin, and any renewed macro pressure could easily force prices lower. Moreover, a pushback toward $95,000 or even a retest of $100,000 isn't off the table, he argues. However, this may require a clear macro catalyst emerging, such as more market confidence in a U.S. Federal Reserve rate cut in December, which the market is unsure about and not ready to price in confidently. Singh concludes that forecasts from earlier in the year that projected BTC at $250,000 by the end of this year now seem increasingly far-fetched. With just over a month left in 2025 and momentum on shaky ground, those targets may seem more aspirational than realistic. Levels and events to watch next. At the time of writing on Wednesday morning, BTC stood at $91,381. Over the past day, the coin initially saw a surge to the intraday high of $93,668, but it then plunged to the low of $90,021. That said, it also fell 11.1% in a week, trading in a range between $89,455 and $105,023. It is now 27.3% away from its all-time high of $126,080. If the coin resists falling below the $83,800 zone, it could move towards $96,000 and $99,000. However, if it fails to do so, lower levels could await, possibly around $74,500. Ethereum is currently changing hands at $3,061. It rose to the day's high of $3,162 before dropping to the lowest point in 24 hours, by the time of writing, of $2,995, which was followed by a moderate recovery. Over the past week, ETH traded between the intraweek low of $2,980 and the intraweek high of $3,580. Overall, it's down 10.6% in a week and 38% from its ADH of $4,946. ETH is currently holding above $3,000, but there's a threat of it falling below the $2,850 mark. Nonetheless, should bears defend this level, the price could push higher towards $3,280. Ethereum, ETH, $3, 097.57-11.48%, 24H730D1Y all-time. Meanwhile, the crypto market sentiment has entered the extreme fear zone over the past couple of days. The crypto fear and greed index stands at 16 today, only slightly higher from yesterday's 15. This is the lowest level in 7 months. The last time this index went into the extreme fear territory was in April 2025. The market is currently driven by concerns over the falling prices and potential of an incoming bear market. It is likely that market participants are worried about the near-term outcomes, and a number of them are resorting to selling their assets. Others are taking advantage of the dips to stack up on coins. That said, once the market becomes oversold, it typically prepares for a rebound. ETFs continue outflow streak. On Tuesday, the US BTC Spot Exchange-Traded Funds, ETFs, recorded their 5th consecutive day of outflows, with $372.77 million. This brought the total net inflow back down to $58.22 billion, moving away from the $60 billion mark. While 2 of the 12 BTC ETFs did see positive flows, the negative flows of a single company pulled the entire category into red. Grayscale took in $139.63 million and Franklin noted $10.76 in inflows. At the same time, BlackRock let go of $523.15 million. At the same time, the US ETH ETFs also continued their outflow streak for the 8th day in a row, seeing another $75.22 million leave on November 18th. The total net inflow pulled back to $12.88 billion. Notably, 4 of the 9 funds recorded inflows, but a single one recorded massive outflows, outweighing all the others. Grayscale took in the most, $62.39 million, followed by Bitwise, VanEck, and Franklin. BlackRock, however, released $165.08 million. Meanwhile, Cathie Wood's ARK Invest bought $10.2 million worth of shares in bullish BLSH on Monday as crypto-linked stocks plunged. Moreover, El Salvador purchased 1,090 additional BTC, valued more than $100 million despite their agreement with the IMF to restrict Bitcoin purchases as part of a $1.4 billion loan arrangement. On the other hand, analysts at Somoza Capital Investment Fund have argued that Michael Saylor's BTC strategy is actually hurting Bitcoin's price action, which is detrimental for the Bitcoin community. Saylor, however, pushed back against concerns that Wall Street's increasing presence in BTC has intensified volatility. Quick FAQ. Why did crypto move against stocks today? The crypto market has seen a slight increase over the past day, while the stock market closed lower on Tuesday, for a second consecutive session, pulled down by the AI-tied tech stocks. By the closing time on November 18th, the S&P 500 was down by 0.83%, the Nasdaq 100 decreased by 1.2%, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell by 1.07%. Is this rally sustainable? While the crypto market has seen a slight increase today, it's worth noting that it remains overwhelmingly red over the past week. It would take clear macro signals to push it upwards. Otherwise, we may see smaller ups and downs continue over the next couple of days or a deeper push downwards. You may also like live crypto news today. Latest updates for November 19th, 2025. The crypto market saw a broad rebound today, with meme coins once again leading the charge. According to Soso Value data, the meme sector jumped 4.28%, with standout performers Pump gaining 7.97% and SPX 6900 soaring 16.65%. Bitcoin edged up 0.43% to reclaim the $92,000 level, while Ethereum rose 2.36% to break above $3,100. Other sectors also saw strong momentum. SuFi climbed 4.02% with Whitebit token up over 21%. AI tokens gained 3.9% as GLM and Kite posted double-digit rises. And Layer 2. Follow us on Google News. Trending news. Recommended popular crypto topics price predictions. Live Fed Payments Innovation Conference. Real-time updates as Federal Reserve discusses crypto, stablecoins, and AI with industry leaders' crypto market prospect. After the washout, the soil looks richer. XRP price prediction. Millions vanish from XRP funds, are institutions quietly dumping before a bigger crash. Bitcoin price falls as analysts point to hidden losses by a big player. World's smartest man forecasts Bitcoin to reach $220,000 in the next 45 days. Price analysis. China's Alibaba AI predicts the price of XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum by the end of 2025. 1 day ago, by Tim Hackey. Price analysis. Bitcoin price prediction. Is the bearish ABCD pattern pointing to a drop below $83,800? 1 day ago, by Arslan Butt. Price analysis. XRP price prediction. ETF hype dies fast as sellers crush XRP. What happens if $2.22 support fails? 1 day ago, by Alejandro Arich. Best crypto to buy now in November 2025. Top crypto to invest in. 18 hours ago, by Alan Draper. New cryptocurrencies to invest in today. Top new crypto coins. 1 day ago, by Inesis Tavares. Best crypto presales to invest in November 2025. 1 day ago, by Alan Draper. 13 new and upcoming Coinbase listings in November 2025. 1 day ago, by Elijah Rankovich. 12 new and upcoming Binance listings in 2025. 20 hours ago, by Elijah Rankovich. The next crypto to explode in 2025. Our top picks. 20 hours ago, by Elijah Rankovich. Bitcoin, BTC, price prediction 2025 to 2030. 1 day ago, by Leon Waters. XRP, price prediction 2025 2026 to 2030. August 29, 2025. By Eric Huffman. Ethereum Price Prediction 2025 to 2030. November 4, 2025. By Ben Beto.